Have you ever heard of somebody getting a preemptive pardon who was innocent of all crime? Who's just an innocent person? Have you ever heard of that? Just somebody getting a blanket pardon and they're an innocent person?
But no, it's the president's own family. It's people that have been covering up for the president in addition to his own family.
Is there an innocent explanation for someone to seek preemptive pardons for family members? Would you do that if you knew you were innocent and just worried about outside forces?
The answer to that is going to be no. If you haven't done anything wrong, you sit there and go, what do you need a preemptive pardon for?
If he pardons people preemptively, he's essentially telling the public that these people have committed crimes.
Okay.
And we may not be aware of what they are, but the pardon is clear evidence that crimes have been committed.
I imagine if he decides to issue these preemptive pardons, it will be cast in a way that he is protecting his family and protecting their reputations from, villainous exterior forces that are against him.
First off, we should just take a deep breath and acknowledge the audacity of a president who's so clearly concerned about his own criminal culpability and that of his family members that pardons are a major obsession with him.
The idea of a kind of prospective pardon, this sort of permanent federal get-out-of-jail-free card, that seems to be what we're talking about in the case of this, right, with Giuliani and his three eldest children who, as far as we know, have not been convicted of a crime. Maybe they've committed a lot. And they don't want to face action. I don't know. It's weird. I wouldn't ask for a pardon. I don't think I deserve one because I don't think I've done anything criminal. But where does that come from? That concept that you can just kind of wave your magic pardon wand.
We have Tish James. We have Xavier Becerra. Mimi Roca is literally my DA in my town. There will be opportunities to prosecute these people regardless if they abuse the pardon power as they are thinking.
Yes. Hopefully, Ellie, there will be a skyfall on this entire crime family, and there will be another day for them to die.
The president does indeed pardon, let's say, Rudy Giuliani or any members of his family. Would you see that, and I asked Preet Bharara this question, as essentially an admission of guilt?
I certainly would view it that way. I think millions of Americans would view it that way. If there was no belief in criminality, why would he think a pardon was necessary?
CNN has learned President Biden will pardon.
Oh, thank you so much.
Pardon his son, Hunter Biden.
So, please make this video go as far as possible. I mean, every single, something weird is happening to his eyes. I don't know. Can you see what is that? Maybe it's just the video, but it's weird. I'm going to skip backwards. Sorry. I'm going to leave this in the edit, but it's weird what happened to his eyes back there. Let me know in the show notes what you think of my reaction to this video, because we had the literal meltdown of mainstream media when Trump was planning to pardon a handful of people before he left office. And then today, I was watching the interview where Trump was announcing the Stargate project. And a reporter decides that he wants his 10 seconds of fame. And he began to ask President Trump why he was pardoning the J6ers who were incarcerated. That is his indication that he's being soft on crime. And Trump answered the question saying that most of them had served time and then they were being pardoned, and those who had actually assaulted officers, their sentences were being commuted, which is something that governors and presidents have always done. That's not being soft on crime. He considers it right for their sentences to be commuted, and then they move on. But he turns around and says, "You guys haven't said anything about Biden's pardoning his whole family. Like they did. They ran interviews and panels when Trump even hinted that he wanted to do that. Biden has gone ahead and done way, way more than any other president. And then they're all silent. And he says, look, you guys are just fake news. You talk about only things that favor your narrative. You don't talk about the real issues on ground. But when something that is way out of the scope of what you should be talking about, you zero in on it and try to make it sound criminal. They've done this for years. The mask is off. We don't care. I might do a t-shirt that says, we don't care what the mainstream media says. I don't know, that's a lousy shirt, but if you would buy that shirt, let me know in the comment section. Tell me what you think of what we've just watched and your thoughts on how the mainstream media has systematically and repeatedly lied and tried to smear President Trump and everyone else who has done their best to speak the truth. And give examples if you feel like the mainstream media is actually just doing their job. So let's have your examples and don't come with platitudes and accusations. Let's know exactly what you have to say. Make sure that it's clear and concise. No insults, no accusations, just come with facts, because facts are non-partisan. Don't forget to use the link below to create a free Audible account, get a free trial for 30 days, and listen to our recommended book, Dismantling America. It's a series of essays by Thomas Sowell that details how the deep state has systematically enforced policies that have been designed to destroy the United States of America. And YouTube believes that this video will be a great one for you to watch next.